Let's talk tariffs and board games again. I've had a lot of people asking me questions after my last video, and while it is a scary and frustrating time in the board game world, I'll do my best to give you non-emotional, fact-based information. As I went into in my last video, the vast majority of board games are manufactured in China. And even if you think they should be manufactured in the US is at least a decade away from having the infrastructure and the capability of doing that. So it means that currently, board games are subject to 145% tariffs on goods from China. To use a simple math example, that means if you produce $100,000 worth of goods, when those goods arrive at the US, the publisher, the company, has to pay an additional $145,000 to the US government. So what was going to cost you $100,000 now costs you $245,000. Most board game publishers are actually small companies. Even the big ones only have about 20 employees, and they just don't have the margins to be able to handle a price increase like that. We are already starting to see the effects of the tariffs on board game companies. For instance, Greater Than Games, who published great games like Spirit Island and Sentinels of the Multiverse, decided to shut down only a few days ago because of the tariff situation. Cephalofair Games, who makes Gloomhaven, has left $1.2 million of finished product stranded in China because they can't afford to bring it to the United States. Wonderful World Board Games has stated they will no longer release board games in the US. They are only going to release them to other parts of the world. I do a monthly game on the best games coming to retail, and I've heard from a lot of publishers that they are delaying releases and projects until they have more clarity and information. The website Cardboard Edison surveyed 350 board game publishers from April 9th through 11th to determine their future plans with the tariffs. I'm going to look at my notes so I get these numbers right. 90% of board game publishers said they will raise prices on consumers. 2/3 said they will shrink print runs and produce less games so they'll be harder to get. I personally think that board games bring a lot of joy and value to people, and I don't want to see the industry cease to exist. If you want an actionable step, the best thing you could do is contact your representative and tell them that the current tariff situation doesn't work for you, that you don't like it. If you have more questions, I'll do my best to answer them. Please leave them in the comments.